Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder, the place where we peek behind the curtain and see what really makes companies tick. Today, we're diving into a recent filing from Symbotic Incorporated, and let's just say things got a little energetic. So, back in December of 2025, Symbotic Inc. dropped a bit of news. They wrapped up a pretty big sale of their stock. Think of it like a company selling off pieces of itself to raise money. This was a significant event, and the details might just tell us where they're heading next. Symbotic Inc. is a company that has been making waves, especially in the automation and robotics space. They are known for their advanced warehouse automation systems, which are basically super smart robots that manage inventory and help businesses move goods around efficiently. Their technology aims to modernize supply chains, making them faster and more cost-effective. Think of them as the brains behind the super efficient warehouses you might have heard about, the ones that can sort and move products at lightning speed. Now, let's get into the nitty-gritty of what this filing is all about. Symbotic Inc. completed an offering, which is just a fancy way of saying they sold a whole bunch of their stock. They sold over 11 million shares of their class of common stock. Imagine a company with tons of ownership pieces called shares, and they decided to sell a big chunk of those pieces to investors. This sale was a pretty big deal, and here is the real juice from this stock sale Symbotic Inc. brought in about $425 million. That is a massive amount of cash. They plan to use this money for what they call general corporate purposes. Now, that can mean a lot of things. It could be investing in more research and development to create even cooler robots, expanding their operations to new places, or simply shoring up their cash reserves to weather any unexpected storms. It's basically a financial fuel injection for whatever they decide is most important. This offering wasn't just a simple sale. It involved several big players. You had Symbotic Inc. itself selling shares, and also some existing security holders, which basically means some people or entities who already owned stock decided to sell some of theirs too. On the flip side, you had major financial institutions like Goldman Sachs and Citigroup acting as the underwriters. These guys are the go-betweens, the ones who help the company and the selling shareholders actually sell the stock to the public. They make sure everything is done according to the rules, and that the shares get into the hands of investors who want to buy them. They also take a cut for their services, which the filing mentions as underwriting discounts and commissions. The whole process was set up using a shelf registration statement. Think of this like having a pre-approved plan on the shelf for selling stock whenever the company feels it is the right time. They filed this plan with the Securities and Exchange Commission, or the SEC, a government body that keeps an eye on the stock market and company disclosures. This allows companies to be a bit more flexible and quicker when they want to raise capital by selling stock. They had a basic plan with a base prospectus and then a more detailed supplement detailing this specific stock sale. And as with any major financial maneuver, they had legal experts involved. Sullivan and Cromwell LLP provided an opinion on the issuance of these shares. This is standard practice. It's like a legal stamp of approval, confirming that the shares being sold are legitimate and issued correctly according to all the relevant laws. Finally, this report was signed off by Isilda Martins, who holds the important roles of Chief Financial Officer and Treasurer for Symbotic Inc. This signifies that the company leadership is confirming the accuracy of the information presented in this report. Now, let's zoom out and look at what this all means. Symbotic Inc. just injected a huge amount of cash, $425 million, into its coffers. This is a strong signal of confidence both from the company's management who decided to go ahead with the sale and from the investors who bought the stock. It means they have ambitious plans and they believe their future growth is worth investing in right now. The fact that they are using it for general corporate purposes suggests a strategic flexibility that can be good. It is like having a big bag of money and deciding to spend it on whatever opportunity arises rather than being locked into one specific project. However, there are always things to watch. When a company sells a lot of new stock, it can sometimes dilute the ownership stake of existing shareholders. That means each existing share represents a smaller piece of the company than it did before. While this is expected in a stock offering, it can sometimes affect the stock price in the short term. On the other hand, the influx of cash can fuel growth that ultimately benefits all shareholders. Symbotic is operating in a booming sector. The demand for efficient warehousing and logistics solutions is only going to increase as e-commerce continues to grow, and companies look to streamline their supply chains. Their technology is at the forefront of this trend. However, they also face competition from other automation companies and the significant capital required to develop and deploy these complex systems. This new funding will certainly help them stay competitive and potentially expand their lead. In conclusion, Symbotic Inc.'s recent stock offering is a powerful move. It is a clear sign of their growth ambitions and their strong position in the market. The $425 million raised will provide them with the resources to pursue new opportunities, innovate, and maintain their competitive edge. While there are always risks associated with stock offerings and the dynamic nature of the tech industry, Symbotic appears to be well equipped to navigate these challenges and capitalize on the significant opportunities ahead. What is your take on Symbotic Inc. and this big cash injection? Do you think they will invest it wisely? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. If you found this breakdown helpful, give us a thumbs up and subscribe for more. And don't forget to join our growing community on Discord, linked in the description. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next decoding.